Chosen one, stop now and listen carefully. What I'm about to reveal will completely change the course of your life. It's no coincidence you're watching this video at this exact moment. You've been divinely directed because the time for your financial breakthrough has arrived. The scarcity that has been haunting you is numbered in days. Can you feel the change in the air? Can you sense that something supernatural is forming around you? This is the moment you've been waiting for. Your financial miracle isn't on its way, it's already here. Will you seize this blessing or let it slip away? Will you position yourself to receive or continue in your comfort zone? Before we continue, pause this video right now, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and comment multiplication. I need you to listen to me with all your heart, because today's message will release the manifestation of abundance that God has specially prepared for you. Chosen one, at this very moment, a supernatural door is being opened over your life. A door that no one can close. A door that gives direct access to the environment of divine abundance that God has prepared for you. Feel it. Allow yourself to believe this with your entire being. This is no ordinary door. It's a divine portal that connects you directly to the unlimited supply that has always been waiting for you. For too long, you've only seen what your natural eyes could see. Bills to pay, accumulating debts, scarce resources, limited opportunities. But today, right now, in this instant, your spiritual eyes are being opened to see beyond these temporary circumstances. Scarcity is no longer your address. Constant struggle is no longer your narrative. Chosen one, the door of abundance stands wide open before you, and all you need to do is take a step of faith and walk through it. On the other side exists an environment completely different from what you've been living until now. It's an environment where there is more than enough. A place where divine provision flows continuously, where resources never run out, where opportunities arise in sequence, where doors open effortlessly. You might be wondering, how can I be sure this door is really open for me? Look around you. The signs are already appearing. That sudden idea that came to your mind, that person who contacted you unexpectedly, that proposal that arrived when you least expected, these are the first signs that you're already crossing through this door. The transition has already begun. You're being transferred from the land of just enough to the land of more than enough, from the land of almost to the land of in abundance, from the land of maybe someday to the land of right now. This is a decisive moment in your journey. God is removing the invisible blockages that have been preventing the flow of prosperity in your life. The barriers that limited your finances are being broken at this very moment. When you pass through this door, nothing will be as before. The financial struggles that seemed endless, the cycles of lack that constantly repeated, the limitations that prevented you from advancing. All of this is being left behind. The door of abundance isn't just a passage to more financial resources. It's an entrance to a life of overflow in all areas. Abundant health, abundant relationships, abundant opportunities, abundant creativity, abundant favor. Chosen one, don't hesitate at the entrance of this door. Don't look back at what you're leaving behind, but fix your eyes on what lies ahead. Abundance isn't just a distant promise, it's a present reality that's manifesting right now as you hear these words. Allow yourself to believe this truth with unwavering faith. Declare with your mouth, "The door of abundance is open for me. I am entering a new dimension of prosperity. The time of scarcity is over. My life is a channel of divine abundance." Your declaration of faith is activating the supernatural. As your words leave your mouth, heavenly gears are moving in your favor. Resources are being directed to you. People with the right connections are being positioned in your path. Profitable ideas are being released to your mind. Chosen one, it's impossible for you to cross this door and continue living as you lived before. Transformation is inevitable. Multiplication is certain. Prosperity is guaranteed. Everything you touch will begin to prosper. Projects that were stalled will begin to advance. Dreams that seemed impossible will begin to take shape. This is your moment. This is your time. The door of abundance has been opened, and on the other side, a life of fullness, prosperity, and fulfillment is waiting for you. Enter now and never return to the land of scarcity. Chosen one, open your eyes to this transformative revelation. Abundance is not a distant destination you're walking toward. It's a reality that's already established for you at this exact moment. You weren't born just to survive, struggling day after day to have the bare minimum. You were destined to overflow, to live in a constant state of more than enough. This truth needs to penetrate deeply into your spirit. For too long, perhaps you've accepted struggle as normal, scarcity as inevitable, limitation as your portion. But today, in this moment, that mindset is being broken. A new paradigm is being established in your life. You're entering a dimension where abundance isn't the exception, it's the rule. Realize that everything in divine creation operates under the principle of overflow. Observe nature. A single seed doesn't produce just one fruit, but dozens, hundreds, thousands of them. A tree doesn't give just enough to reproduce itself, it produces in abundance. The stars in the sky aren't few, they're countless. The grains of sand on the beach aren't scarce, they're unlimited. This is the divine pattern of creation, multiplication, overflow, abundance without limits. And you, chosen one, were created in the image and likeness of that infinite source. The DNA of abundance is inscribed in your being. Prosperity isn't something you need to desperately pursue. It's something that flows naturally from you when you align with your true identity. From now on, refuse to accept anything less than abundance in your life. Refuse to think small, to dream small, to plan small. Your mind is being expanded to conceive larger visions, bigger dreams, greater results. What once seemed impossible now seems inevitable. When you truly enter this reality of abundance, something extraordinary happens. You stop operating at the frequency of anxiety and begin to function at the frequency of positive expectation. It's no longer, will this work out, but I'm eager to see how magnificently this will unfold. As the words of this message penetrate your spirit, a profound transformation is happening. Limiting beliefs are being dismantled. Memories of past failures are losing their power. Voices of doubt are being silenced. In their place, a new conviction is emerging, the unshakable certainty that you were destined for abundance. Chosen one, you no longer need to beg for crumbs when a banquet has been prepared for you. You no longer need to live on reserves when inexhaustible sources are at your disposal. You no longer need to settle for the minimum when the maximum is your legitimate inheritance. From today, adopt a new vocabulary. Words that reflect this new reality of abundance. Replace "I hope to get" with "I am receiving." Replace "maybe someday" with "it's happening now." Replace "if it's possible" with "it's already guaranteed." Your words create your reality, and when you speak the language of abundance, you accelerate its manifestation. Observe how your environment will begin to respond to this new frequency you're emitting. People will be attracted to help you. Resources will appear from unexpected places. Opportunities will arise as if they were just waiting for you to change your mindset to manifest. This isn't a fantasy or empty positive thinking. It's a profound spiritual truth. When you align with the reality of abundance, you remove the invisible barriers that have blocked the flow of prosperity in your life. It's like opening all the gates of a dam and allowing the water to flow freely. Imagine your life a year from now, living fully in this new reality of abundance. Visualize your bills not just paid, but with surplus. See yourself not just free from debt, but with resources to invest and multiply. See yourself not just satisfying your own needs, but with the capacity to generously bless others. Chosen one, this isn't an empty promise for a distant future. Abundance is already manifesting in your life right now. As you listen to these words, doors are opening, paths are being prepared, resources are being directed to you. Enter into this truth with your whole being. Allow every cell of your body to resonate with this reality. You were born to overflow, not to survive. Abundance isn't just your possibility, it's your identity. From this moment, live, breathe, think, and act from this place of fullness, and watch how your external reality quickly aligns with this inner truth. Chosen one, prepare your heart for this powerful revelation. You are entering a season of visible, tangible, and unmistakable multiplication. We're not talking about small advances or incremental improvements. We're talking about exponential multiplication, where 1 becomes 10, 10 become 100, 100 become 1,000. From this moment, your eyes will begin to witness the principle of divine multiplication operating in all areas of your life. This isn't an abstract concept or a distant promise. It's a reality that's already manifesting as you hear these words. You'll see more coming from all directions, more clients seeking your products and services, more sales being closed with surprising ease, more profitable ideas emerging in your mind, more favor opening doors that previously seemed locked, more financial resources flowing into your accounts, more growth opportunities appearing in your path. The multiplication being released now won't follow human logic or conventional economic principles. It will be a supernatural operation that will defy all predictions and calculations. Where experts would say growth should be 10%, you'll experience 100%. Where statistics would indicate a return in years, you'll see results in weeks. Realize that this multiplication doesn't depend on market conditions, the country's economic situation, or the circumstances around you. It flows directly from an inexhaustible source that operates outside these limited systems. While the world talks about recession, you'll experience progression. While others face reduction, you'll witness expansion. The signs of this multiplication are already appearing around you. That idea that suddenly emerged in your mind isn't a coincidence. It's the seed of an empire. That unexpected contact isn't chance. It's the door to a multiplying partnership. That small opportunity that arose isn't insignificant. It's the beginning of an avalanche of blessings. From now on, begin to look at small beginnings with new eyes. Don't despise the days of modest beginnings, for they contain the DNA of multiplication. One sale today will become dozens tomorrow. One satisfied customer will bring an entire network of new business. One small idea implemented will trigger a series of cascading opportunities. Chosen one, this multiplication won't be just for your personal satisfaction or individual comfort. It has a greater purpose. The more you receive, the more you can give. The more you prosper, the more you can impact. The more you grow, the more lives you can transform. You're being positioned as a channel of abundance, a distributor of blessings, a multiplier of resources. The visible multiplication being released now will be a testimony to everyone around you. People who doubted your abilities will see the extraordinary results and be amazed. Those who questioned your faith will witness the tangible manifestation of what you believed. Those who laughed at your too big dreams will fall silent in the face of undeniable evidence. Your name will begin to be mentioned in places of influence. Your story will be shared as an example of transformation. Your testimony will inspire others to believe it's possible for them too. The multiplication in your life will become a beacon of hope for many. This multiplication won't be an isolated event, but a continuous flow. Where before you saw resources running out, now you'll see sources that never dry up. Where before you experienced cycles of ups and downs, now you'll live a trajectory of consistent growth. Where before you felt you took one step forward and two back, now you'll advance with unstoppable momentum. The principle of sowing and reaping will be accelerated in your life. You won't wait entire seasons to see the fruits. While you're sowing in one field, you'll already be reaping in another. The multiplication will be so rapid that you'll barely have time to process one blessing before the next arrives. Chosen one, position yourself for this visible multiplication with an attitude of expectation and gratitude. Amplify your capacity to receive. Expand your containers. Prepare structures that can accommodate the increase that's coming. The flow being released now is too strong to be contained in old systems and limited mindsets. Declare with your mouth, I am in a season of visible multiplication. More is coming to me from all directions. My resources are multiplying. My opportunities are multiplying. My influence is multiplying. What I touch prospers and multiplies. This multiplication isn't something you need to desperately pursue. It's something being irresistibly attracted to you. Just as a powerful magnet attracts metal, your new posture of faith and expectation is attracting resources, people, and opportunities that will multiply everything you already possess. Chosen one, open your eyes and see. Visible multiplication isn't a promise for a distant future. It's happening now, at this very moment. The wave has already begun, and you're perfectly positioned to ride at its highest point. Prepare yourself for the overflow that will surprise even the most optimistic around you. A new spiritual equation is being established in your life from this moment. An equation of exponential results, where each small action you perform in faith triggers an avalanche of multiplied blessings. This is no longer the time of enormous efforts for minimal results. Now you'll take one step and God will respond with 10 miracles. Understand this truth deeply. We're entering a season where divine mathematics completely surpasses human calculations. In the natural realm, 1 + 1 will always be 2. But in the supernatural realm that's opening to you now, 1 + 1 can be 1,000. A small seed planted in faith can produce a harvest that will feed multitudes. From today, every action you take will carry an explosive potential for multiplication. Actions that would seem insignificant before will now be triggers for grand manifestations. A call made in faith will open doors to million-dollar contracts. An idea implemented with confidence will transform into a prosperous enterprise. A word of encouragement spoken at the right moment will connect you with people of influence who will elevate your destiny. What's being activated in your life now is the principle of divine leverage. In mechanics, a lever allows a small force to produce a large effect. Similarly, your small actions in faith will be supernaturally leveraged to produce results that defy all logic and expectation. Observe how this has already begun to happen. That small decision you made recently, which seemed so ordinary at the time, is already triggering a series of favorable events that will continue to multiply in the coming weeks and months. That seemingly casual conversation is germinating opportunities that will soon blossom with visible abundance. Chosen one, this means you should now treat each action, each decision, and each step with reverence and expectation. There are no more insignificant actions in your life. Every movement you make in alignment with your faith carries the potential for exponential transformation. One phone call can change your financial destiny. One email can connect you with your next great breakthrough. One meeting can open doors to unexplored territories of prosperity. This new dynamic demands a fundamental shift in your perception of what's possible. While the world remains stuck in the mentality of linear cause and effect, where great results require great efforts, you're operating in a different reality. A reality where small causes can produce monumental effects when energized by faith. Don't underestimate the power of starting small. Don't wait until you have all the resources, all the connections, or all the perfect conditions to act. Start from where you are, with what you have. Faith, the size of a mustard seed, can move mountains. Your small yes today can trigger your biggest miracle tomorrow. This law of exponential results also means you should be prepared to receive much more than you asked for or imagined. Prepare your containers. Expand your vision. Increase your capacity to receive. When you take a step in faith expecting 10 miracles, God often responds with 100. Imagine your life constantly operating on this principle. Each seed you plant doesn't just produce one harvest, but initiates an endless cycle of multiplication. Each satisfied customer doesn't just bring repeat business, but becomes an ambassador who attracts dozens of new customers. Each investment doesn't just generate a return, but opens doors to opportunities that continue to multiply year after year. Chosen one, in this new season, keep your focus on the first steps, not the final results. Your responsibility is to take the initial step in faith, plant the seed, make the call, send the proposal, start the project. The exponential result is guaranteed by the divine power now operating in your life. This principle of exponential results also operates in your inner life. Each small act of gratitude triggers a wave of more blessings to be thankful for. Each moment of worship expands your capacity to receive revelation. Each decision to trust, even when you don't see the complete path, multiplies your faith for greater challenges. Also realize that this principle works equally for negative actions. A small thought of doubt, if fed, can grow exponentially and sabotage great blessings. A small decision based on fear rather than faith can close doors to multiplying opportunities. Therefore, guard your heart and thoughts with diligence. From today, adopt a new mindset. My small steps of faith produce gigantic results. Completely eliminate the idea that your actions are insignificant or that your contribution is too small to make a difference. In the realm of faith, there are no small actions, only seeds of miracles waiting to germinate. When you truly embrace this principle, all hesitation disappears. You're no longer paralyzed by not knowing how you'll achieve your big dreams. You simply take the next step, knowing that each action in faith will be supernaturally multiplied, bringing you closer to the glorious destiny prepared for you. Chosen one, declare this aloud. I live under the law of exponential results. Each step I take in faith triggers an avalanche of blessings. I give 1 and receive 10. I plant 1 seed and harvest a forest. My little in God's hands becomes much. I see multiplication in everything I touch. This is your new reality. This is your new normal. From this moment, every action you perform in faith carries the DNA of exponential multiplication. Wait no longer. Take the next step, however small it may seem, and prepare to witness the power of divine mathematics working visible miracles in your life. Chosen one, a glorious transition is happening in your life at this exact moment. You're permanently leaving the zone of struggle, where each achievement required exhausting effort, and entering the zone of flow, where abundance comes to you with divine ease. The time of financial warfare is over. The time of constant battle for provision has come to an end. Now is the time of abundant harvest. For too long, perhaps you've lived in the zone of struggle. That place where each bill paid was a hard-won victory, where opportunities rarely appeared and, when they did, required enormous sacrifices, where you constantly had to choose between one need and another because there was never enough for both. That place where financial stress stole your sleep and where constant pressure diminished your ability to dream. But hear this liberating truth: that season is over for you. You're crossing an invisible yet powerful line. The boundary between scarcity and abundance, between effort and grace, between struggle and flow. In the zone of flow you're entering now, resources come to you without exhausting effort. Opportunities find you instead of you having to desperately chase them. Doors open before you even need to knock. People are divinely directed to help you, invest in you, and connect you with new levels of prosperity. This transition isn't just a change in external circumstances. It's a profound transformation in how you relate to prosperity. In the zone of struggle, the dominant mindset was, I have to make it happen at any cost. In the zone of flow, you operate from the conviction that everything is cooperating in my favor. In the zone of flow, you work from rest, not from stress. Your efforts are energized by inspiration, not by desperation. Your decisions are guided by divine wisdom, not by fear of lack. Your movements are strategic and precise, not frantic and scattered. The difference between these two zones is like the difference between swimming against the current and sailing with it. In the zone of struggle, you spent enormous amounts of energy just to maintain your position. In the zone of flow, the same amount of energy takes you much further because you're aligned with the divine current of abundance. Chosen one, observe how the signs of this transition are already appearing in your life. That negotiation that was stuck suddenly begins to advance without obstacles. That client who was undecided suddenly decides to close the deal with you. That resource that seemed distant appears unexpectedly and at the perfect moment. In the zone of flow, divine synchronicities become your new normal. The right person appears at the right time with the right opportunity. You ask a question and the answer comes almost instantly. You express a need and the provision is already on its way before you even finish the prayer. This new zone you're entering is characterized by supernatural ease. This doesn't mean absence of work, but work that produces disproportionate results. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges, but that challenges will be overcome with a grace that seems almost unfair to natural eyes. Imagine your life constantly operating in this frequency of divine fluidity. Imagine waking up every morning with the certainty that everything you need for that day has already been provided. Imagine making business decisions with the tranquility of someone who knows they're being divinely guided. Imagine expanding your projects with the confidence of someone who has access to unlimited resources. The abundant harvest being released now is the result of seeds you don't even remember planting. While you were in the zone of struggle, doing the best you could with what you had, seeds of blessing were being planted, words of faith you declared, acts of generosity you practiced, moments of sincere worship. All of this was generating a harvest that is now mature and ready to be gathered. In the zone of flow, you no longer need to strive to convince, persuade, or prove your worth. Your value is evident, your anointing is visible, and your authority is palpable. People are naturally attracted to what you offer because they recognize the excellence and authenticity that flows from you. This transition also means you no longer need to operate from emotional scarcity, that place of constant anxiety, where you fear everything could disappear at any moment. In the zone of flow, you experience a deep inner peace, an unshakable confidence that your source never dries up, never diminishes, never fails. Chosen one, to fully enter this zone of flow, you need to let go of some weights. Let go of the scarcity mindset that makes you grasp desperately. Let go of the survival mode that keeps your nervous system in constant alert. Let go of the need to control every detail. Let go of the memories of times of struggle that try to convince you nothing has changed. Declare with your mouth, I permanently leave the zone of struggle and enter the zone of divine flow. The time of financial warfare is over in my life. Now is the time of abundant harvest. I receive with ease. I prosper without exhausting effort. Abundance flows to me from unexpected sources. My life is an open channel for unlimited resources. This new zone you're entering isn't just for you to selfishly enjoy. It's for you to become a channel of blessing for many. When you operate in the zone of flow, your capacity to positively impact the world around you multiplies. Your generosity expands, your influence increases, your legacy solidifies. The time of struggle is behind you. You're entering a territory where the harvest is abundant, constant, and overflowing, where the flow of divine prosperity is your new normal, where you finally experience the truth that God's yoke is easy and His burden is light. Welcome to the zone of flow.